Picture this, Elton John and Queen Elizabeth II dancing to a 50s rock and roll hit. Yep, it happened. Here's more of what the singer's relationship with the Queen was really like. Sir Elton John is probably the most famous English singer and pianist of our time. Since making his debut in the music industry in the late 60s, the legendary composer has had a highly decorated and lauded career spanning over 50 years. John has also worked with so many other known artists, most notably for several of his classic duets. As a result, he has quite the list of famed friends. But he's been famous for so long that he also has friendships with prominent people beyond the entertainment industry. One of those close associations led him to form several bonds at Windsor Castle, the home of none other than the Queen of England. It all started in the 70s when John was invited to a dinner party at the castle, reports Time magazine. His inviting hosts, Queen Elizabeth's mother and sister Princess Margaret, were huge fans of the singer. John revisited the royals several times over for other occasions, and was also invited to perform at Prince Andrew's birthday party in 1981. That year, the young prince was turning 21 years old, and John was interacting with several members of the family at the event. One of them was Princess Diana, who would go on to have a well-known and documented friendship with the singer. He also had an encounter with the monarch herself, Queen Elizabeth II. At the same 1981 party, Elton John had a brief interaction with the Queen that he recalls in his 2019 autobiography, Me. In the book, he mentions her unique sense of humor, writing, "I know the Queen's public image isn't exactly one of wild frivolity, but in private, she could be hilarious." He described seeing the Queen playfully slap her nephew, Earl of Snowdon, across the face after he ignored her request to tend to his ill sister during the party. John says after the hilarious slap session, her nephew left to do as he was told, and the Queen gave him a gesture of approval. He also got to share a dance with the Queen and her sister that night to the 50s rock and roll hit song Rock Around the Clock. John described the encounter as a surreal moment in his life, according to the Daily Express. Yet John was much closer to Princess Diana and maintained a very close friendship with her until her death, even growing close to her son Prince Harry. It's not clear just how close John was to the Queen, but they were indeed friends and even lived nearby each other. The location of John's UK home makes him neighbors with the residents of Windsor Castle. When Queen Elizabeth II died on September 8, 2022, after a 70-year reign, Elton John was one of the millions left mourning the immense loss.
Britain is the great country it is today because of her.
On the evening of the Queen's passing, John performed one of his songs, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, in tribute to her. Prior to the song, John addressed the crowd saying, "I'm 75 and she's been with me all my life, and I feel very sad that she won't be with me anymore, but I'm glad she's at peace and I'm glad she's at rest, and she deserves it. She worked bloody hard. I send my love to her family and her loved ones, and she will be missed." John also shared a tribute to the Queen on social media after her passing, writing, "Along with the rest of the nation, I am deeply saddened to hear the news of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth's passing. She was an inspiring person to be around. She led the country through some of our greatest and darkest moments with grace, decency, and a genuine care and warmth." There isn't any doubt that after John's experiences with the Queen and his closeness to the royal family compared to most, the impact of her death is difficult to bear. John is one of many celebrities that have expressed their sorrows over Queen Elizabeth II's passing and reminisced on the memory of Her Majesty.